RSL Nation, I bet you already know what time it is. Let's get into it. Good morning, RSL Nation. It's your favorite sports maniac and RSL fan, Gabino, and all week today is the big matchup. It's RSL back at home against FC Dallas, and they have a lot of competition that we'll be discussing in this preview today. This is the Matchday preview. This is everything that you need to know for tonight's game against FC Dallas. Let's get into it. We will get started with our last meeting between the two back in September of 2024. RSL at home against FC Dallas in America's First Field. And we start with a penalty kick called against FC Dallas on Ibeaga, who committed the foul, which meaning that they had Brian Vera to score the first goal of the game from the penalty spot. 10 minutes in, RSL would be up 1-0 then. Later on, just past the 30th minute, Anderson Julio has been given the ball from RSL, and Julio decides to do what? He decides to do the impossible and score from midfield and beating Martin Paz, who was completely off his line. A beautiful goal. We will miss him for sure as Anderson Julio plays with FC Dallas tonight. But this is one of the best goals I'll be seeing from him throughout my entire life as an RSL fan. Good stuff from Anderson Julio. And then just before the 40th minute, FC Dallas was given a free kick. And then when the foul was called, FC Dallas got the ball back real quick. And Jesus Ferreira sets it up. And then he takes it. And everyone from RSL was caught napping. Even Gavin Beavers, who doesn't play for RSL anymore. Anyways, yeah, everyone on RSL was just sleeping. They played the ball quick, and FC Dallas, of course, capitalized. 2-1. Now we go into the second half, where Mark Soup is given the ball. He makes a wonderful dribble into the box, and then he finds the cross to Anderson Julio, and then boom, a 3-1 lead for RSL as Anderson Julio scored his second goal of the night, and that was a well-finished opportunity. RSL will be up 3-1. And then past the 86 minutes, there was a handball or a foul by RSL that the official doesn't see in real time, which will go under video review. And then after the review, the penalty was given to FC Dallas. And then Alan Velasco, who doesn't play with FC Dallas anymore, would convert to make the game 3-2, and that's how the game will finish. 3-2, RSL would end up beating FC Dallas in a crucial game like that. That was the last meeting between these two, competitive teams. Next thing on our agenda, we're going to talk about the most dangerous players from both RSL and FC Dallas that you guys will need to keep an eye out for. And it's international break, so it's going to be a little different. I'm going to start with the FC Dallas. Luciano Acosta, the newest signing for FC Dallas after he joined FC Cincinnati in the offseason. He's only gotten at least a goal with FC Dallas throughout his entire time with FC Dallas. That game would be against the Rapids. I think it's just a bit rusty from Lucho, but there's still a long season to go, and I think he can make a big impact for FC Dallas in that attacking phase of the field, and then we are going to have a tough competition with that. And then the other player I'm going to mention, FC Dallas, as of course I talked about multiple times during our last meeting, is of course Anderson Julio, who RSL did a trade with FC Dallas. RSL traded Julio to Dallas Dallas traded Sam Junqua to RSL, and Julio ended up scoring the game winner on opening weekend against the Houston Dynamo, who made such a good impact. That would be the game-winning goal in the Texas Derby, and then Anderson Julio can do anything in that attacking midfield or attacking area that he is going to be very dangerous for those strikers coming into tonight. Diogo Gonzalez will be my first player that FC Dallas will need to keep a serious eye on. He scored the goal against Houston Dynamo last week with only 43 seconds on the clock, and he had a fantastic game from start to finish, and we will be seeing a lot from him, and hopefully he makes a big impact while all of our players like Mark Suk and Luna are away on international duty. And then my second player that FC Dallas is going to need to keep an eye on is, of course, Emeka Neri, Mr. Inspiration, who has yet to get a goal this season. I could see one coming this weekend. Emeka Neri knows how to play good passes. He's very calm on the ball so much. Creates dangerous opportunities, and I think that's everything that he needs to be successful for tonight's game against FC Dallas. Before we head into this weekend of MLS, the Western Conference standings are just on the side of me, and I'll pull over to the side. And this is where we stand. RSL are literally above the playoff area in 9th place. If the playoffs would have started today, then RSL would have had a wild card game to play. Meanwhile, FC Dallas are on a bit of a downhill slide as at the beginning of this season. They are down to 11th place. So really this game could go either way. A win could help either team get up higher onto the table as we continue to look forward into this game. Anything could really happen. So we're going to be in for a good 90 minutes, and hopefully we can see some awesome moments in that game. It is time for me to announce my prediction and my goal scorer prediction. In my opinion, I think this game is going to be really, really close. RSL are going to climb a fine line and get a 2-1 win at home. With a goal by Emeka Neri, he'll get his first of the season, and then Ajago will come off the bench. I know Pio might start over Ajago again. Of course, Ajago will score in the 80-something minute. I can see that happening tomorrow. And then, of course, Arsenal will be the first. Arsenal will be 1-0 down early, guessing in the 15th minute when Luciano Acosta scores his second of the year. Those are my goal scorers and my score prediction. Arsenal will be up 2-1. They'll be down 1-0, and then they score 2 goals to ultimately win the game, if that makes sense. Well, guys, that is all I have for you today. We have a big game. 3 points are on the line tonight, and hopefully the Claret and Cobalt can get 3 points, a 2-1 win, and hopefully we keep going up the table. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, go check me out on TikTok. I'll be going live there and every now and then. But for now, we'll see you guys after the game. RSL on top. Yes! Thanks for watching.